Okay, so what am I doing here? Well, I found a piece of fence pipe. Alright, that's enough. And, that's enough! He listens a lot. But it's just a little too small inside. Now, what I mean by that is this piece, which this gear, I want it to go in there a little bit easier than what it is. Because if I ever want to get it out, I want to be able to get it out. And once I get it in enough, I can drill a couple of holes through the pipe and put the lock pin in it, and we'll be all set. But apparently I got to put another piece of sanding paper on this because this one's been used and abused. So let me put this up here for now. And let me go over to my little assessment. And I know, there we go. There's a nice heavy one, that's what I want. Yeah, I want to have some bite to it.
At the end of the day, there's nothing better than a glass
Try and get on there, let's be nice.
The taste is so important, and wine just doesn't taste as good a day after it's been opened. What if you didn't actually have
Come on, keep doing it. Okay. Where's the on-off switch here, guys? There we go. That's just what I wanted. Good. Got that? You got that? Now. Let me put a little lube. What do I got here for lube? Ah, I'll get some gun oil, I guess. There we go. Alright, we'll let that sit there. Alright. I want this to cool down a bit. Because right now it's a little warm. So therefore the fit may change. So this is going to go in there. I'm going to drill 2 holes through it. I'll pin it through it. And this will be the gear to go on this here to turn that so that it goes where it belongs. And that's how that works. Now, I do have to hook up something to hold it up there. Now, if you remember right, or if I remember right, and I'm thinking these are probably going to work. Right here. Screw that in. And at this point, connect. However, it's too big for this side. So I'm going to have to sand this down, grind it down, just so it'll fit in. But then, well, that may not work now. No, I can't end feed it. I'm going to have to wrap it. And you know what I mean by that? And hold on.
I want someone to tell me how this snake oil salesman managed to create every security protocol on the ship. I take full responsibility. I'm not interested in flaws. I just want to know how it happened. Gosh.
Hold on. If I end feed it, the problem being is on this end, I'm going to have to make it small enough to get in here. But you got to remember this pin goes all the way through, because this pin is going to be holding it on there, which means it's not going to have a whole lot to bite into in here. So that is not going to work. So I have to sleeve it instead. Now I do have sleeves to fit the other side, or the other size pipe. And I have sleeves that'll be too big for this one. Are you guys with me here? Yeah, okay. So in other words, I need a sleeve that can go on here so that this pipe can turn in it. Now, I could have just slid it into here and then locked it in place with a couple of these rings so that it wouldn't slide out either way, and it's not going to slide out when this is pointing up, and that would have worked just fine. But the more I think about this, I can probably still see this was made for this. What I can do is I can cut this wider to fit this pipe. And instead of using the sleeve, because the sleeves are not going to go over that by no means, I can just pin it so that it won't fall off one way or the other. And I only really have to pin one side. So, and this would probably work better up there for me anyway. So what I need to do is open this up a little bit to fit the fence pipe. I'm going to cut it off here because I don't need all this. I'll cut it off here, and then I can mount this up there, basically just like it is, something like that, or in this case maybe this way. But at that point this part will be mounted up there. The big pipe will go in here, and it's going to have pressure coming down on it naturally, so it's not going to come out. And then if I pin it, it'll stop it from sliding either way this way. Actually, I'll probably just make a ring out of PVC or something and epoxy it in place, or put the pin further out. I don't want the pin so close that I got to worry about it catching. So if I put a PVC piece on each side, about a ½ inch, all right, and then pin it on the outside of that, when this turns, the pin can't connect or catch on that. So that's how that's going to work. So I just got to open these up. Now I just noticed something here too. We have 2 holes here. Are these holes big enough? No. If that hole was just a little bit bigger, it would be fine. But then I just could have put it through the hole. You know, it might be better for me just to open up the holes. That might be a better idea yet. Yeah. Then there's no chance. The only thing is, if I want to take it off, I'm going to have to take one of these brackets off so I can get it out. Or take the pin out so I can slide it out. Yeah, that would probably be the best way. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to see if I can open up these holes a little bit. I just used the Dremel, like I had just done with this. So, alright, just cool down a little bit. Does this fit still? Yeah, okay. Good. Okay. So we're done with that. Done with that. Put that back in there. We're not using any of these. We'll put that over there. Alright, so I gotta get the Dremel over here, and I gotta open up these holes. Is that too far? Is this on? It sure is. So this shouldn't be too bad. just how far I have to go here.
Personal capital.
Oh, okay, perfect. So I didn't have to go that far. All right. May have to change this out. Because I am abusing it, that's for sure. Yeah, a little bit more. And this one's not going to make it any further. So let me take this one off. PVC pipe to the pipe here, so I would have some type of a bushing of some sort. But I'm not going to be using it that much. So I'm not going to worry about it. Hum. See, that's why it's nice to have that headset monitor, so you can monitor what you're doing, so you'll know if you have a problem or not. Alright, so basically, I want to cut these now.
Does this patient have a chromoviral infection? No, why? I was told cytoglobin is the standard treatment for that disease.
Probably cut them right across the middle there. What I do with my white chalk. There it is. I'm going to come up. I'm just going to do this by eye. I'm going to come up right about
This medicine could save his life.
there.
This woman is the chief engineer of an irrigation facility which provides water to half the subcontinent.
Now see, this is where I wish I had a plasma cutter.
Contributes to our survival. Can you say the same for the boy on level red? Who knows what he has to pass? If he becomes more valuable to society, his TC will rise, and then he'll receive better treatment. He may not be around long enough. I'm sorry he's sick. But our society is much better off since we began following the educated people.
Plasma cutter would be so much nicer right about now. But you know, you got to know when to stop. That's all there is to it. So what am I going to cut it with?
And ask yourself, what can I do? What must I do? Amend his database to include additional skills my right to treatment is in. It's not your fault. There's nothing you can do.
Okay. Now I'd rather have been pulling it with the wheel coming towards me instead of going away from me, because it would have been a lot easier, but I want to be able to see what I'm doing here.
Ground in dust and dirt doesn't wait for the big weekly clean.
No, not going to work. Alright, enough of the little sand thing this can't take care of.
I've got plenty of time to work out.
Try to get the rest of this done with that disc.
With the small fighters.
Alright. And I don't care if I throw that disc out. I had enough on there. I didn't want to just toss it when it was so close. Alright, so meanwhile I had to drill a hole at the very end of this pipe. And it had to be straight because I wanted to go through and get 2 holes. Naturally, it has too much of a weight advantage on me so that I couldn't hold it and drill it at the same time from over here. So I just hung it off a hook with a piece of paracord and made it flat enough. So I was able to do what I had to do. I was even able to turn it if I needed to turn it and adjust it either way. So it worked out okay for me. Okay. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Battery went dead too someplace. Where? I have no idea. But it did go dead. Again, this camera does not give me any warning as to when the battery's going dead. So I'm kind of like on my own.
That's great.
Put that there for now. I want to put another pole up out back, way out back. And I got to get up about 40 feet. So I was going to go and buy a bunch of these fence posts and kind of weld them together like a little tripod. So that's what the plan was gonna be anyway. And it wasn't gonna be a wide type tripod. It just had to be, you know, maybe 6 inches on the bottom. It didn't have to be big. And I was gonna tack them together where they fit, because I'd be going 4 high. And then about every 6 feet or so, just put a piece of metal across it and tack that. Again, you know, they're going to support one another, so it's not like it was going to be a big deal. So anyway, I was giving that some thought, and then I was out there just a few minutes ago before I started all this, and I started to look at it and I was saying, wait a minute, I've got that light post out there that's got black pipe on it, and it's probably, see, if I bang that in there, I'm never going to get it out. No, I don't want to bang it in there. Yeah, you know what, as long as it's straight, I don't have to worry about it. I can always take it out from the other side. Okay. So I said, you know, oh, I got it, and those are 21 foot pieces, that black pipe, 21 by 2. Now, it runs about, I need more support. It runs about $5 a foot. So we're looking at about $100 per length. It's like $4.90 a foot, or $4.80, $4.79, something like that. Come on, I took you water there. You should go in there. There you go. Perfect. Oh, I love it when a plant comes together. Okay, there's my gear. And that light post I have out there, see, now when this thing turns, it's going to turn this whole gear. When that light post has been out there for as long as it has, for years, with a light, more than one light on it actually, so why couldn't that work? So I'm going to get 2 21 foot pieces. I'll get the flange to put it together. Alright, so we have this done, as you can see. Now basically I'm not going to be able to make this run. I doubt it. Well, I might be able to. Hold on a minute. That's not going to fit over there now, so I got to put it. Okay. So, here's the pipe. Let's put a little juice on that pipe. Actually, I got to do something to hold that pipe over there. Anyway, let's put a little juice on this thing. What do I have? Well, I've got a little gun oil. Wait a minute, I got some of my stuff around here someplace. Why don't I use that? Where is it? There it is. I think I got some left in here. This will last a hell of a lot longer.
I'm making certain of that. From now on, your time.
Because this doesn't wash off. Alright. So, let's try this again. So let's put this here. Let's see where this is going to go as comparison to where the chain is going to go. So this is going to have to come forward a little bit more. Yeah, sure, cable, get in my way. Be that way. Be that way. Things were going so nicely.
But you know where you took him.
The last time I saw him, he was in your sick bay.
Okay, so let's just say that that's where we're going to be.
Location can be.
Now, luckily, this has got a foot switch on it, so I can hold everything while I'm playing with it. Once I get everything untangled.
Procedure. I am in the middle of an interrogation.
Alright, so the green screen is going to be attached to this. I'm going to slide the pocket over it, and then I'm going to tack it
Very well.
with some self-tappers and a few washers. Or better yet, I may just tack it in a few places and put a piece of plastic across it to keep it even. And then that's where we're at. And then we're going to have this.
Ruse for you to get close to the doctor.
And move this over here a little bit, make sure it's a little straight anyway. So when I want to raise the screen,
Glad you like it. Some people react badly.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you're supposed to turn pipe because I haven't got the other side to turn. That's what it is. It doesn't want to turn.
Worse.
There you go. You guys see this pipe turning? There. Like I say, it's not all set because I'm trying to hold everything. Yeah, bam, bam, bam. But you got the idea.
Then give it to me.
So that's how that's going to work. So now, let me put this over. So the green screen is going to get affixed to this pipe. Affixed. It's going to get affixed to this pipe. This will probably be down here a little bit more. The motor will come in from this side. I'm not going to have it on that side. Doesn't make a difference which way it turns as long as it goes up, and it will, regardless. The only thing I'm going to have a problem with here is possibly is bringing it down because the motor is not reversible.
The medical hologram has 1 minute to treat patient B3. You have to help.
So
12 patients in level bed are being sent home.
that can make it a little tough because I don't know how much tension it's actually going to be on this thing.
My career, why should I help you?
All right.
Because I have a plan to heal.
Now, do we have enough chain?
That's what doctors do.
Oh yeah, we got plenty.
So choose what kind
Oh yeah, the chain's not hitting the pipe or anything, so we're getting full bite on the chain. Okay. So that's kind of like where we're at. So far, so good. Now I'm not going to do the rest of this until the wife is here,
And then what?
because I want her to help me with the with putting it up. And before I put it up, I want to put the screen on it,
There's no time to explain.
get it in place, and then her and I twist this to get the screen onto the pipe, and then I can put it up. But the more hands I have helping me put the screen onto the pipe, the better off it's going to be. So I'm not picking up all the dirt off the floor on the whole screen,
I suspect young Dr.
and then trying to get it all off
He had nothing to do with it. No matter.
the screen.
Never got him far too troublesome.
Now what I can do here is I'll get a little piece of PVC and I'll put it on this side and this side, and then I'll put a pin on either side. This way that can turn freely in there and I don't have to worry about it shifting from one side to the other.
Single protocol.
If you know what I mean.
As a matter of fact, I'm making things worse for you. I want to make you a patient.
I do have some PVC pipe. I think I even got some pieces. Pieces! Over to my PVC scrap pile. Excuse me. There's my PVC scraps. It doesn't have to fit perfect. It's just going to be there. So I don't have to worry about it. Actually, it's probably going to fit right on there. Right on the money. Let's sit down this side for a minute. Hold on, guys. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, wow. See that? Very, very little, if any. Shit. Less than a 16. Less than a 32nd. Just enough. That's perfect. So I'm going to cut 4 half-inch sleeves out of this. Yeah, good. Hey. Now, see, the thing is, if I had a bigger shop, I wouldn't have to do all this because I could just set up my recording studio. Oh yeah, right. But because I haven't got a bigger shop, I got to make things work. So I have plenty of room up top. That's what I can do. I can use up top. If you don't have room anywhere else and I got room to put it up, well, I'm going to put it up. If I had room to put it on this side, I would, but on that side, I have all the other stuff hanging. I use the ceiling for a lot of things. All right, so I got to cut this. I'll probably just use the chop saw to cut this, and we'll be all set. So let me take care of that, and I'll be right back.